What's up, y'all? My name is Cade and welcome back to my channel. And this reading is going to be sharing with you an intuitive download that I have received and tapping into some tarot cards surrounding this message. So as always, be sure to take what resonates and leave anything that doesn't apply to you for the next person, okay? So this download originally came through in the form of a dream that I had. So I'm going to tell you about the vision that I was having in this dream. So there was a bunch of people within this dream, like a whole ton of them, like hundreds, thousands of people. And everybody was on the ground, level, even ground, and everyone was running. And they were trying to be the first to get up this like ladder or this pole. So everybody was running towards this pole, and then one person would jump on and climb their way up to the top. And when they landed at the top, all of the people that were still down here beneath them trying to find their own routes to the top, they would try to shake that pole and that ladder to make the person who was on top fall back down so that the person that was still on the ground could take their spot at the top. So this was the original download that I had that prompted this reading, because I know that a lot of the times as you rise in life, as you step into a new level, as you gain more success, there is often a hidden shadow that comes with that. You will receive many times people who don't want to see you rise, who think that they would be better suited to be in the place that you are in. And therefore, they end up shaking your foundation, trying to pull you back down to their level so that they can like replace you with where you are. And I feel like this is very, very important, because even in my own journey, as I have grown my community and found more success in my business, I found that there was a lot of different ways that people would try to tear me down or try to take what I had or project onto me or not want to see me doing well. That phrase is coming through. People want to see you doing well, just not better than them. That's tea. So if that beginning part resonated, this reading is probably for you. I pulled a few cards off camera, but let's dive in and pull a few more now. Give me a moment just to tune into this energy. So I feel like this collective, like I said, if this reading is for you, you are stepping into an era of receiving. You have done the hard work to climb up the ladder, to open up room for your blessings to come in. And as you are seeing your blessings come in, and as you are seeing the fruits of your labor, you're realizing that there are a lot of, like I said, shadows that come along with that, perhaps from people that you didn't expect. What often ends up happening is that your progression will trigger the demons of people who feel as if they are not progressing or feel as if your progression should be theirs. Okay, so I'm feeling like as y'all are rising, what often happens is that it will trigger other people's insecurities. Your light will trigger other people's shadows. That can be very, very deeply painful. Maybe y'all have been all up in your head about this. Like, why are people treating me this way? Why are people wanting to see me fall off of this 411 on the timer, fall off of this mountain that I have climbed up to? Why is it that people want to see me fall? So I feel as if as y'all have risen, there has been a lot of projections and jealousy and maybe even copycatting or evil eye, spiritual attacks. And you're feeling like, I finally am getting a glimpse of my potential and my purpose. And even just having that glimpse of it, people want to take it from me. People don't want to see me have it. Maybe people are even stabbing you in the back or trying to use you to get ahead, like riding your wave in a way. And I feel like this has led you to feeling very much in your head, like, why is it that when I try to escape the mediocrity that I have been stuck within for so long, that other people try to pull me back down? I'm getting the crab in the bucket syndrome. So when you have crabs that are sitting in a bucket, When one crab starts to climb out of the bucket, the rest of the crabs will try to pull it back down to its level. Same thing with tall poppy syndrome. Poppies have the same phenomenon. When a poppy is outgrowing the other poppies within its environment, the other poppies will literally pull it back down so that it will stay within the status quo. So I feel like there are a lot of people around you who are consciously or unconsciously trying to blind you to your own potential so that you will stay where they are, so that you will stay where they are comfortable with you being. But the thing is that you have become very uncomfortable within playing small. And I feel like a lot of people expect for you to play small in order to make them feel better. But you are stepping into this whole new journey that's going to require for you to choose yourself above what other people want from you. I feel like for a long time, y'all were in a space of healing yourself, and it took you a long time to climb this mountain in order to get to the place that you are today. And a lot of people were used to seeing you within the 10 of Swords. They were used to seeing you down and out, maybe mentally unwell or giving up. And you have quite frankly pulled yourself out of the darkness that once blinded you to your own potential. This took you a long time, a lot of time and effort in sowing the soil and trying different things. This was not an overnight process, but people are looking at you like you got lucky or like they would be better off being where you are. There's a lot of talk around you at this time. A lot of people have their own opinions. A lot of people from your past as well, maybe even family members you may sense, talking about you behind your back. Perhaps talking about like the amount of money that you make, or, oh, they're money hungry now, or they like sold out. Like, I feel like a lot of people are projecting whatever it is, whatever narrative that they can to make themselves feel like you did not deserve your progression. Like I said, for a lot of y'all, this is your family or your friends or people that you deeply cared about and you wanted to bring to the top with you. It may have been difficult to come to terms with the fact that not everyone can come with you to the place that you're going, and not everyone is going to be happy for your success, even if they were at one point saying, you can do it, you can do it. But when you finally did it, then that will bring up the insecurities in other people. Well, why haven't I done that? A lot of people are comparing themselves to you at this time. And I feel like the fact is that you are receiving your justice. The blessings that are coming in for you have been ordained by the divine. And it has definitely caught y'all off guard about how other people are reacting to what should be a happy moment in your life, how other people are reacting to your success. I feel like you feel like there are a lot of different forces conspiring against you, or a lot of different people talking about you, teaming up against you, trying to make you feel bad, trying to make you doubt yourself, trying to make you feel like it should be them in your spots. But if there are that many people, 911 on the timer, coming up against you, you know that you have a powerful mission. And I want y'all to remember how hard that you worked in order to get here. Don't dull your shine for people that like staying in the dark. Don't downplay your own accomplishments because it makes other people feel insecure to see you winning. That is not a real friend. A real friend will support you when you are winning, not just when you are losing. Even resonate with feeling like you had the most people supporting you when you were the worst version of yourself. But when you went on a journey to improve yourself, when you went on a journey to find this success, now that you are finding it, now that you are healing yourself, people are looking at you sideways. People are thinking like, oh, do you think that you're better than us just because you're rising? Do not allow for other people's comfortability within their circumstances to make you think that you have to stay there too, because y'all are destined for something more, and there are genuinely going to be new connections in your life that do see you and will support you in this next level. But the difficult thing is that not everybody who was with you within your past season is going to be able to come with you into your next one. And I feel like this is coming through very, very strongly for this collective. And I can't make this up. This is like having that moment of standing in the spotlight and having the accomplishment and feeling so alone and so sad. This is the definition of it's lonely at the top. I actually can resonate with this in my own life, because when I was the worst version of myself, I had the most people around me and supporting me. But then when I started to get into my mission and sharing videos, a lot of people like suddenly stopped supporting me. When they seen that I was gaining some sort of success, a lot of people would like take my stuff and send it around in group chats and talk about me behind my back and just act weird around me, because they're like, oh, you want to be an influencer now. When realistically, like, I was just following my purpose. And recently I had a moment where I hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, thank you God. And I was so happy and I was so grateful. But the thing is, like, a lot of the people that were celebrating me were strangers. My community that I have built online, it wasn't necessarily like people in my life who I thought were going to show up for me and support me. So I'm sharing this with you today because oftentimes your success will shine a light on other people's demons, will shine a light on where other people feel as if, I can't make this shit up, where other people feel as if they have not elevated. Not everyone looks at someone else's success as an inspiration. A lot of people will look at it as a competition or taking something away from them. For example, if you have a lack mentality where you feel like if somebody else is making money, or if somebody else is getting married, or if somebody else is having success, if you feel like that takes away from the success and money and love that you are capable of receiving, it will make it very difficult for you to be happy for people when you see them living their dreams, when you see them accomplishing their goals. And it's very, very sad because oftentimes, like I said, people will have the most support when they are the worst version of themselves. And you will oftentimes get a lot more support from strangers than you will people in your life. Okay? So I feel like for a while, this has been making y'all feel a certain type of way. Maybe you've been up at night asking yourself why this is. It's because you are stepping into your purpose. You are stepping into a whole new phase of your life. Some of y'all are going through your Saturn return right now. If your Saturn is in Aries, yeah, for a lot of y'all, you are going through your Saturn return. You are doing a lot of healing right now. And I feel like you are beginning to follow the sparks of inspiration towards your mission and your purpose, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. Maybe y'all are focusing on school, or maybe you're starting out on social media, or you're building a business, or you're just developing different boundaries with what it takes to access you. And a lot of people will misinterpret your boundaries. A lot of people will misinterpret your confidence as arrogance. A lot of people will misinterpret you when you begin to be unapologetically yourself, because a lot of people tend to water themselves down so that they can be accepted by others. A lot of people will stay within relationships that are toxic so that they don't have to like upset anyone or rock the boat. But I feel like as y'all are starting to heal, you're starting to realize like you are not able to control how other people react to you shining your light. There's only a limited amount of control that you really have over how people will perceive you stepping into your shine. And like I said, a lot of people will misperceive you. That's the shadow side of success that a lot of people don't talk about. Everybody wants the success. Everybody wants the accolade, but nobody wants to do the hard work to get there, or to deal with the hate that it takes to get there, or to deal with the projections that it takes to get there. And I feel like that's the terms that y'all are coming to right now, realizing like if I want this new level of life for myself, I'm going to have to accept that not everyone is doing the same healing that I'm doing. And maybe it does break your heart in a certain way and make you feel very alone at certain times. But this video is finding you to remind you that you are not alone. You have a team of people, even if you have not met them yet, even if they are just in the spiritual realm, you have support that you may not even be able to see right now. And I'm on your screen right now because I support you. 555 on the timer. I cannot make this up. And I want to see you guys win. I want to see you step into your power. I don't want to watch y'all on the sidelines of your own life. Don't allow for other people's projections to stop you from becoming the person that you are meant to be. Don't allow for the jealousy of other people to stop you from being happy, because no one knows what it is that you went through behind closed doors. Nobody knows how long that you battled to get here. So if you've watched this far, this video definitely found you for a reason. I'm feeling called to end this reading here. We'll definitely tap more into this collective in future readings, but be sure to comment down below if this was meant for you and subscribe to keep up with all of the latest readings. I also share subliminals that you can listen to help reprogram your subconscious to feel more comfortable embodying this next season of your life. Okay, there are protection subliminals. There are subliminals about self-concept. So be sure to check out all of the other videos that I have. If y'all want a personal reading, they're going to be closing at the end of June. I'm going to be retiring the service. So click the link in the description box if you would like to book. There's about 5 spots left. And yeah, like I said, let me know how this resonated. Be sure to remember what I told you today. Be sure to remember that your light may trigger some people's demons, but it will inspire others. You cannot always control how other people receive you, but you can control how you show up. Okay, my love, I'm sending you so much love, lots of healing, lots of support to you on your journey. I see you, I love you, and I'll see you next time.